talk about the Lions. What's going on here? All right, guys. So I think the internet is back up. If you guys are seeing us live right here and you see the Super Bowl fades on the screen, give me a thumbs up and we'll be able to proceed, because I don't want to talk about the Lions without you guys not being able to see it. It looks like the internet went up and went back down. So it looks like we should be good now, but give me a thumbs up. Let me know if you guys can hear me, talk to me, all that good stuff. But we had a little glitch. We should be good now. So thumbs up, yay, whatever. But we are going to proceed to talk about the Detroit Lions moving forward. So as you guys know, this is the NFL trade deadline. We are roughly 1 hour away from the NFL trade deadline. And earlier today, about 6 a.m., 7 a.m. this morning, East Coast time, the Lions have finally finalized the trade with Jadarius Smith, filling that pass rushing void since Aiden Hutchinson has been gone. Since then, the Detroit Lions have kind of become neighborhood sweethearts, right? They've been kind of like the girl next door all season long. You bring in the Jadarius Smith, bada bing, bada boom, they are all of a sudden the girl that you want. They're that sexy girl, they're the this, whatever. And I've been on record, I guess you can say, all for the last month or two, saying that the Lions are no longer Super Bowl favorites with Aiden Hutchinson out. They need a pass rushing to this. They get up in Jadarius Smith. So we got to ask you guys this. Are the Detroit Lions now Super Bowl favorites in the NFC? Are they going to go to the NFC Championship game, win the championship game, and compete in the Super Bowl and potentially win the Super Bowl? As you guys know, I think this is a huge addition. They needed that pass rusher, and they needed the third down finisher. When it's third and long, they needed that guy to go after and get the quarterback and put him on the ground. If the playoffs were to start today, they would be playing quarterbacks that like to extend the plays. They would be playing teams that like to roll the pocket. They would be playing teams like the Arizona Cardinals and Kyler Murray, and Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia Eagles, Jaden Daniels and the Washington Commanders, just to name the few. All very, very good teams, all very good players that can roll the pocket and extend the plays, making a pass rush very, very much needed, right? Because we know that the Detroit Lions like to play man on the backside. We know that the Detroit Lions like to take risk. We know that the Detroit Lions are going to press you on the outside and hope that the pass rush can come out there and get you. But since Aiden Hutchinson has gone down, which when he went down, it was game 5, he had 7.5 sacks on the season. The rest of the team only had 6.5 sacks. In 9 weeks of the NFL season, the rest of the team only has 6.5 sacks. This is a huge thing. You need that pass rush, right? You need that pass rush. And if you guys believe in analytics at all, the ESPN analytics, per ESPN analytics, I had to go to their Twitter page and look this up. The Detroit Lions now have a 34% chance of going to the Super Bowl with this addition of Jadarius Smith. 34%. The next closest, the Philadelphia Eagles at 13% and the Washington Commanders at 12%. However, don't be fooled. Eagles are getting beaten each and every week. The Philadelphia Eagles are better than they were 2 weeks ago, better than they were last week. They're going to get better. That gap is going to close. And if you look at the past 6 weeks for the Detroit Lions, Jared Goff has played a damn near perfect NFL season the last 6 weeks. Hell, I think he has more touchdowns than he does interceptions. That will slow down. That will come back down to reality. So, with this addition of Jadarius Smith, the Detroit Lions are flying high. Defense is playing good. Offense is playing even better. Special teams is even playing great. But does this make them Super Bowl favorites? Does this make them the team to beat in the NFC? And guys, I'm going to be deemed a hater. I'm going to be deemed a hater, but I'm just kidding. The Detroit Lions are the team to beat, guys. The Detroit Lions are the team to beat. Nobody is going to go into Detroit, Michigan right now and beat the Lions to where they're playing right now. There's no way, shape, or form with the addition of Jadarius Smith of Philadelphia Eagles, Washington Commanders, Arizona Cardinals, San Francisco 49ers, whoever else NFC team you want to put up there's the Green Bay Packers, Chicago Bears, Minnesota Vikings, is going to go in there and upset the Detroit Lions. If the Detroit Lions play a B-plus game for the rest of the season, they may not lose. B plus. They don't even have to play an A game. They play a B game, B plus game. They're going to beat the Bears. They're going to beat the Vikings. They're going to beat the Packers. All of their divisional games. Look forward to the playoffs. They're going to beat the Cardinals. They're going to beat the Eagles, beat the Commanders, Buccaneers. It doesn't matter. Hands down, they're the Super Bowl favorites. I've been saying it for weeks. They need an edge rusher. They need an edge rusher. They need an edge rusher. Jadarius Smith, people say, oh, he's over the hill. He's washed up, whatever. They're the same thing about DeAndre Hopkins, too. Only because he didn't go to their team. Jadarius Smith is a game changer for the Detroit Lions. It's simple. Third down closure, pass rusher, going to go get the ball. So, guys, in the comments below, let me know. Do you guys think the Detroit Lions are now Super Bowl favorites in the NFC? Many of you think they were before this, but now, does this really solidify that? Does it really come down and say, yes, they are them? Let me ask you guys that question. James says, we got you, Buck. Okay. Had a little hiccup on the internet, but we are good to go now. Thank you for that. James Frank says, Lions, America's team this year. I'll be cheering for them throughout the playoffs since my Browns can't do it. And I respect that, James. Your Browns aren't doing well. Why not root for a team? Like we all watch NFL games and we root for said team. Just it doesn't mean we're fans of them. We can root for them, right? And I will be rooting for the Lions as well. I do got my Adrian Hutchinson jersey. I bought it because I lost a bet, but it doesn't matter. Like I still think the Lions are going to do some work in the playoffs. I actually had them going 10-7 on this season, but then making an NFC playoff push, right? But with that being said, they're Super Bowl favorites now. They are 100% Super Bowl favorites. It is. Mark D says Detroit has been favorite all year. Slow it down, baby. Mark, slow it down. As I respect your opinion, only Detroit Lion fans have had them as favorites all season long. Only the Detroit Lion fans have been putting them up on this pedestal all season long. The rest of us have been realists. The rest of us have been like, okay, Jared Goff, let's see what you got. He started playing good. Last 6 weeks playing out of his mind, right? Hutchinson goes down. You're like, dang it. They need to fill that role. Now they have. Jared Goff is playing at an elite level. Will he continue to play at this near perfect level? No. It is bound to come down. Hopefully it's not for an extended period of time, but he is going to have a bad game or a average game or whatever, right? He is going to come back down to reality, and that is when we'll see the real Super Bowl-ness come out of the Detroit Lions. When they come out and they play, let's say they play the Chicago Bears and they play a C game, right? They play a C game and the game is just an ugly game, right? Jared Goff is like, I don't know, 18 for 30, 175 yards. David Montgomery only rushes for 60 yards. Gibbs is like 30, 40 yards. But the defense is still kind of playing bad too. If they can win that game, when they play like that, then that would be really, truly Super Bowl favorites like at that point. Like, yes. I mean, I think they're there now. But I'm kind of like on the fence, like, well, the Eagles are playing good. Tampa Bay Buccaneers are still pretty good, right? I'm just saying, like, but right now they're on top of the world. They're on top of the world and they're balling out 100%. Ryan says, let's go. Ryan, you are a Denver Broncos fan, if I'm not mistaken. We'll be talking about your Broncos here tomorrow. So, is a frog ass watertight? Yes. Interesting. James says, not only are they the favorite, Goff is the clear-cut frontrunner MVP. And James, I respect your opinion. Jared Goff is playing at an elite level right now. MVP level. For the last 6 weeks, 100%. But if you want to talk about MVP, if you want to talk about a true MVP, I feel like you could take Jared Goff off of the Lions, insert Hendon Hooker or any other quarterback, and I think the Lions would still be playing at this top-notch level. Maybe not dominating as much, but they'll definitely be playing at a top-notch level. If we're going to talk about MVP, we need to talk about Josh Allen. We need to talk about Josh Allen. Lamar Jackson's been nice. Derrick Henry's been nice. Jared Goff has been nice. I don't know. Maybe you can throw in somebody like, I don't know, Baker Mayfield. I don't know. But Josh Allen has been dogging, right? Josh Allen is the connection. WES says connection keeps fucking up. It says I'm pushing out one terabyte of data now, so I should be good. I should be good now. Hopefully it's on your end, not my end. Buck is a buzzkill. Yeah, I am. Corey Brander's in the chat says just have to say stay healthy now, meaning the Detroit Lions. When blowing out a team, putting your second and third players and stay healthy. Exactly. There should have been no reason why Aiden Hutchinson was in there versus the Dallas Cowboys. Let's just be honest. I'm just saying, yeah. Ugh. WBN says Lamar, he has more passing yards and touchdowns than Goff, not including the rushing yards. It's not a stat race. It's the most valuable player race. Who is the most valuable for their team? Josh Allen. Or Saquon Barkley. There you go. Saquon Barkley. Exactly. So Super Bowl favorite guys, Detroit Lions in the NFC. Absolutely. I think they are. Super